guys, welcome to the first episode of El Taco Sencillo. Those of you that don't habla español, like me, I use Google Translate. That means the simple taco. It's a show dedicated to the humble taco it's a simple food, yet it has really permeated our world. It's at its core, it's tortilla, some filling, usually meat and toppings. Yet it's cross borders, it's cross cultures. It's when you're poor, you can take some filling, put it in tortilla, you got a meal. When you're rich, you can cater tacos. We've got carnitas and lengua and Tex-Mex, Korean-inspired tacos, Japanese-inspired tacos, the all-American buffalo chicken taco. The list goes on. We're going to explore that. We're going to make tacos. I'm going to teach you how to make tacos. I'm going to learn as we go, and I hope to have a good time doing it. This weekend is the Super Bowl. Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. Go Chiefs. As you can see, we're here in Missouri. We're going to make Super Bowl party themed tacos. Not in necessarily taste, but in appearance. I think you're going to like it. Let's get started. We're going to make the topping for our Chiefs taco real quick. We need some yellow on there. Chiefs are red and yellow colors, some white. So instead of bell pepper, I thought we'd kind of kick it up a notch. Radishes, I had a bunch and then I cut them, peeled them, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. And so now we've basically just got these white radishes. We're gonna cut them up. We're gonna quick pickle them in some boiling water. And so we've got 2 teaspoons of turmeric. It's gonna turn it yellow. Some garlic, about a teaspoon of just the squeezable garlic. If you don't use that, you should get some. It's one of your best friends. Half teaspoon salt and a teaspoon of sugar. Just kind of helps to kind of mellow things out. And this is a cup of white vinegar and a cup of water. We're gonna put all that in the pan, and we're gonna, besides these, we're gonna basically boil this, take it off the heat, dump these in after we dice them, and then I'll kind of show you how we do a little quick pickle. We're gonna do it. So we've got the salt, garlic, sugar, turmeric, vinegar, and water. Got it in this pot, and we're gonna bring it to a boil. As soon as it's to a boil, we're gonna add our peeled and chopped radishes, and we're gonna dump it in there, take it off the heat. We're actually gonna put a paper towel over it once it cools off a bit, just to kind of keep everything down in there. And then we're going to add all of that to a basic jar. Lid, you know, your basic kind of ball canning jar. We're not gonna actually can it, but it'll last a couple weeks in the fridge, and we only need it to last through the Super Bowl that the Chiefs are gonna win. So, should be good to go. Just wanted to kind of cut back in here. I've never boiled turmeric and garlic and vinegar together, but it is pretty magical. So we're gonna find out how this turns out. And we're boiling, so let's cut the heat. I'm gonna move it just off the heat a bit. Hopefully you can still see. I think you can. And we're gonna add our radishes. Look at this color on these radishes. It's exactly what I was hoping it would do. Let me turn this on. A little light there. How about that? I mean, look at that. Yellow radishes. So just to be clear, this idea came from in Korean cooking, they use daikon radishes, and they do this and they pickle them, and they use them in you know, different dishes and things like that. So I thought, well, why can't we do it with regular radishes and turn them yellow so that they can be the yellow topping to our Chiefs Super Bowl taco? So it's working out perfectly so far. I can't say that will always happen on the simple taco, but we're doing good so far. All right, here in about 5 seconds, timer's going to go off. Been letting these radishes sit over here and cool off for about 10 minutes. And obviously there it is. So let's get rid of that. We're going to bring them over. And I did downsize my little jar. I'm just using the smaller jar. We're going to put the radishes in here, stuff them all the way to the top, and then put the lid on, back that up. We're going to stuff them to the top, put some juice in there, and then put the lid on. So that started to take forever, so I'm going to get the strainer out, dump them in over a bowl, and dump that through there. Wow, that turmeric is just so yellow. I mean, I gotta try one too, right? So pickled onions are a thing, you know, the bright purple pickled onions. And these are basically like that. They're just yellow and delicious and garlicky. So we're gonna, like, I'm talking just stuff them in here as much as you can. And there's a bunch of the garlic. Heck, we probably could have turned the garlic yellow, now that I think about it. So stuff those in there. And then we're gonna see if there's any room for this. I'm gonna make a complete mess here. So that's okay. Oh, shit. Well, as I said previously, I'm going to learn as we go along. Turmeric apparently stains everything, including this kind of cheap, whatever kind of countertop this is. And when I poured into the jar, it went everywhere, and I had to whip the bleach out. All right, so now we need to make tortillas. Green for Philadelphia Eagles, red for the Kansas City Chiefs. I went down a major rabbit hole. I was going to use spinach or cilantro blended up in water. For the red, I've seen people use beet juice. You could try and use a red bell pepper blended up in water. I cheaped out. Well, I actually just got lazy, and I think we're just going to use green food coloring and red food coloring. What we need is this is basically like a quarter batch of tortillas each. So I'm just doing this to show you guys. If you make this for your party, I'll put the recipe on to make a bigger batch of tortillas. But we need 2/3 cup flour, 1/4 cup lard, which I've just learned about lard. Apparently this is the good lard. I don't know them, but apparently that's a good lard. Snowcap lard from Morel. Then we need 1/4 cup room temp water, 1/4 teaspoon kosher salt. No kitty, and no kitty. So in case anyone was wondering, that was TT, kitty. It's actually short for titty cat. So, but you know, whatever. So just, you know, this is all pretty boring. You just measure your flour. I don't know if you guys can see this. Move this way a little bit. Get your flour out. Little trick my mom taught me here. You just even it off just like that. So we need a 1/3 cup there. We need, so that's 1/3. We need another 1/3 cup there. And we repeat. Even it off. Boom. Boom. And we'll just put that aside. That's what you do. Boom. Boom. You get your roller out. You're going to want to kind of, what I've seen is you make sure you knead it real good, which I've already done, and then you're going to want to just kind of peel off, like, I don't know, scooch off little balls like this. So a little ball, and pinch off a little ball, pinch off a little ball. And so I'm thinking each of these are going to be 5 little balls. And this one's kind of a little big, so we'll add it to that guy. 5 little balls. So we've got boom, red tortillas, green tortillas. They're far from perfect shape, but it's all right. One of these little guys, this is actually from when I bought my flat top. As long as you're gentle, you're not going to scratch anything. It is a very handy tool to clean up flour and stuff like that. So just a little tidbit. Here on the Simple Taco, we're going to get all kinds of fun tips. Most of the time, as we learn them. Before I cook these up, I wanted to show you real quick. Shit. One of the best tricks for making tacos, you know, for a party or for guests, is these. They're 97 cents at the Walmarts, and it's a little messy, but just taking some sour cream, and there's lots of ways to do this. Lots of sauces, I mean. But a little sour cream, I'm just gonna make a little bit. So maybe 2 tablespoons. For this, I'm gonna do about a half tablespoon of lime juice. It'll really thin it up. And you're gonna have to just kind of clean this up. You could, you know, if you're doing this presentation style, you would want to clean it up a little better. Put the lid on. We're going to put a hot bath on this thing, and we're going to just heat this meat up. Got a nice hot pan. This is leftover short ribs. We grilled them, braised them. There's a bunch of ancho chilies in there, and a bunch of garlic. Should be pretty delicious still. While that's going, we're gonna get a pan going real quick for the tortillas. And we're gonna use this right here. We're gonna get that going. You need it pretty hot, cook raw tortillas. I usually say, oh, about a notch or two. This is electric stove, a notch or two over medium. So just plenty hot. We need to stir that, don't we? And they don't take long. Neither will this. This is just reheating. So that'll be good to go. And then we'll have our tortillas, and then we will, the best part, we're gonna build. We're gonna build Super Bowl tacos. Be back. Well, now we're gonna make a couple tortillas, a green and a red. So you just take these bad boys. That one's decently round. You just throw it right in a hot pan. You kind of need some tongs or something to cook them with, but you see it should just slide right around, cook just fine. I mean 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds each side. It's gonna start to bubble, let it bubble, it's okay. See, look here. That's all right. Just let it bubble. Just let it bubble. And then when it, about 30 seconds or so, just flip it. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm a little unprofessional with this, but that's what we want. Maybe even a little too done. And by the time I just said that, this side's done also. And let's put it there. Let's cook a red one. The Chiefs one. What do you say? So, we're gonna plate our tacos. Super Bowl tacos. So, well, we need the main ingredient, of course. Beef short ribs. So what we're gonna do, we'll take some of this beef short rib. We're gonna kind of do it this way, just because that's the way the tortilla is shaped. Make sure we get plenty on there. We're gonna do this one. One of these delicious little, or this special one gets our special little danmuji. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it like this. And then Chiefs are red, yellow, white. So we obviously need some tortilla cheese on top of that. I mean, obviously. Philly is green and white, so they get onion and cilantro, which is my favorite. So it gets onion, cilantro. I think we need some tortilla just to give it a little more white. And then both get our sour cream lime little sauce here. And now the best part, we need to try them. So Chiefs, short rib beef, red tortilla, our pickled radish. I don't know if you can see, but man, it looks delicious. So we're about to try a bite. Could use a little spice. I bet this one could too. So let's try our Philly taco. Boo. We don't know if the Chiefs are gonna win. But here's this one. I don't know how well you can see it. But we're gonna try this one. Naturally, the Chiefs one's better. Those little pickled radishes are delicious. This might be a thing moving forward. Who knows? Maybe you saw it first here on El Taco Sencillo, the simple taco. We'll see you next time. We're gonna try and post every week. We hope you enjoyed. Share it. Love us. We're just trying to make some good tacos. See you later.